Hi, YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, this is not a microphone. It's just an earphone, an earbud. It's just an earbud. Yeah, look at his little golden girl Funko Pops. Oh my gosh! Wait, at the Emmys, they did a tribute to like the 40th anniversary of the Golden Girls or something like that. And they had Reba, which love, and then I think two girlies from Little Big Town, question mark. The girlies from Little Big Town, not good. Sorry. Not not to hate. But I was just like, find the pitch, ladies, find the pitch. I don't know. It's not doing it for me. But Reba was great. The other two, beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. Also, the crowd just really didn't seem into it, to be quite honest with you. Y'all tell me I should proofread for sass. Little Big Town was my first and only country concert. The only song I know from them is "On the Pontoon, catching rays and blowing up on the roof. Do want to party in slow motion. It's the Didn't they sing Girl Crush? Girl, I don't know. You're not on note, Bessie. And you know what? I'm not on a stage at the Emmys in front of a national viewing audience. You know? So. Anyways, okay. Besides the point, how did I get here? Oh, his Funko Pops. We're here to watch the crafty DIY guy. Y'all remember him? Y'all remember him? No one admit to liking a country singer. This chat is hostile. No, not true. You admitted to liking Chris Stapleton, which is very straight culture, Colin. You can like country music. It just needs to be gay. It has to be people the gays like Reba, like Shania, like Dolly. We can go for a Martina McBride. We can go for the Chicks, Sugarland, Jennifer Nettles, Casey Musgraves. I would give you some of them new age girlies like oh, see, now Sailor Serena, That's Where You Miss Me. And see, That's Where You Miss Me. I like Toby Keith, ... Jody Messina, yes. Okay, Megan knows. Megan knows. Jody Messina. Country girl, shake it for me now. Shake it for me now. Shake it for me. Toby Keats, I love this bar and girl. I love this bar. It's my kind of place. You're just walking through the front door. Puts a big smile on my face. Dixon Dallas. Yes, Dixon Dallas definitely counts. Okay, wait, we're not here to talk. Wait. We're not here to talk about this. I know a few Carrie songs. As in Carrie Underwood, as in she sang at Trump's inauguration, Carrie Underwood. To each their own, divas. To each their own. Anyways, we're here. We're here to watch the crafty DIY guy make some high-end Halloween DIYs using Dollar Tree items. And after every single craft, we're going to do an assessment here in the chat. And y'all can comment down below in the comments if you're watching on the replay on the YouTubies. We're gonna do a poll just to see if each of these crafts is actually high-end. So, divas, which, like, I don't know, how do you how do you even define high-end? Tell me that. Tell me that. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But Divas, if you're ready, could you put some 69s in the chat? I don't know why I got my emotional support fan out today. In that video where I went over all of my fidgets, did I talk about the emotional support chip clip? High end is face down, ass up. That's the way I like to. Anyways, not high end squirt. Where y'all getting your high end squirt at? I've been looking for some high end squirt. Where'd y'all get that? I need to know. I got a fan recently and Winston is scared shitless of it. Oh my gosh. I was at a farmer's market this past weekend and we were waiting in line for these donuts and I had Poe and Luna was there and this person with a pug was in line behind us and the pug's name was Winston and he was so cute. High-end squirt comes from the springs in Arkansas where Cindy gets her water. Speaking of that, my oldest nephew is going to get married in Arkansas probably in a couple years. and specifically in Hot Springs, can you believe? I saw some pictures because they went to some different venues and you remember that like church in the middle of the woods that Glitter and Lasers went to? They went there. I don't know if that's a potential place that they want to get married, but wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be crazy if my nephew got married at that place? Anyways, I gotta shut the fuck up. What is my problem? Wait. Also, get ready for his theme song, because his theme song is everything, mama. His theme song is everything. Are you ready? Let's go.
Who says it's not time for Halloween DIYs yet?
Yeah, who said that?
I'm Jamie, the crafty DIY guy. Video, we are going to take these plastic spiders. You can get them at Dollar Tree in the $1.25 section. Some of these puck lights, and then I have these vinyl siding hooks.
What did you call me?
Hooks. You can buy these on Amazon. I think I have these in my storefront below. Grab some of these Dollar Tree puck lights. A lot of people don't realize they do have a little bit of a hanger hook on the back of them, and then there's also an adhesive
that's
back.
So bright,
so you
Diva.
do have options.
Now, why did that spider look like that, though?
I took mine and just put them directly onto the siding. They're going to come off real easy.
This is on the outside of your house?
Hook your spider through your vinyl siding hook and look how cute this is for your front porch.
Wait. Is this one high end? That's the poll. And specifically high end. It is kind of cute, but does that mean it's high end? I would like to know. The poll is open. It is cute. My other qualm with it though, Divas, is you have to go through every day and turn those lights on and off. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. But you have to go out before it gets dark, and you also have to go out after, like, before you go to bed. Damning evidence in the polls. How are the polls going? Oh, 33 people voted no, that this is not high end. He should have just called this cute DIYs. Yeah, I think high end is only a misnomer because high-end makes me think expensive. High-end makes me think expensive. This is not giving expensive, but it is giving cute. It is giving cute. Like, I like it. I bet those would scare Dawn. Ugh. Y'all, I spent way too much time today going through Dawn and Will's footage. Okay, 42 people, by the way, voted no. This is not high end. 4 people voted yes. I spent way too much time going through Dawn and Will's video about them being at the Pigeon Ford Hot Rod Run. and then going through all of Sarasota Tim's footage of being at the Hot Rod Run and trying to see if I could find either or in the other one's videos. I was not successful. I was not successful. Why though? Girl, no idea. I have no why do I do most of the things I do? I wish I could tell you.
I'm so excited about this. I was obsessed with this. Now, you may have noticed those pumpkin pillows I had outside. Well, those are actually Dollar Tree chair covers. And what's so great about these chair covers is that they are sealed on 3 sides. So you've only got to stuff one side of these pillows. Everybody is going to be doing this. I literally just filled mine with an old pillow with stuffing that I already had. They are a generous size. Glue it along the bottom. How cute is this? Now, these are plastic. So
yeah, I was gonna... Okay, is this... Wait, let me do a new poll. Is this one high-end? I'm here to give you my answer, but I don't want to spoil the results of the poll. But girl, it's plastic. It's a piece of plastic. It's a piece of plastic. It looks cheap as fuck. I've never seen a plastic throw pillow before. Tea. It's not even stuffed all the way. I think it's as stuffed as it's gonna get. He puts 2 things together and calls it a DIY. You know? Let him live his fantasy. I do love that he's acknowledging that he also put out this video way before Halloween, and so he just has these spiders already on his house. He posted this on September 11th, never forget. So he's gonna have it up for like a full 2 months.
Oh, I'm not keeping these inside. I just wanted you to kind of see how they would look on the couch and the size of them.
A very large no, this one is not high-end from the chat. 51 people voted no.
But look at them on my front porch. I love these so much.
I guess if you're gonna have a plastic throw pillow, the porch is where to go. What the fuck are these things on this end table? What? It's like a skeleton hand glued to a block? Are these going to be the next DIYs he shows us? Because this one in particular, this one at least looks like kind of a cool candle holder. What the fuck is this one?
Break their bones. We're also going to have some of those wood blocks that you see to the left there.
That's exactly what this is! Sorry.
I'm using my little tool here. I always forget the name of this tool. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to take my blocks outside, spray paint them black.
But
now
why?
We're going to add some glue onto the bottom of our kind of salad tongs here because they end up really, really cute as home decor.
No.
You could use this for anything.
No.
I thought it would even be fun to put some family photos in there.
Wait, that's kind of fun. Wait, okay.
Just taking a break from my own barn chic D to pop in.
Locked in a barn, thanks for 9 months, appreciate it. Wait, I like it better when he's using it to, like, display a photo. I think that's kind of cute. When it was just sitting out on the porch. Okay, but wait, let me get the poll for you. New poll. Hi, it's making me retype it every time, so I'm just gonna simplify it to high end ? It could double as a back scratcher. Back scratcher? I don't know why sometimes I can't say words right. Ooh, this one's split, y'all. Some of y'all are saying that this is high end. Control C and Control V, Diva. I'm not trying to take short. I'm not trying to take shortcuts. Honestly, if they weren't plastic and glued to a cube, not horrible. This is a really close one. We got 21 on yes, 29 on no. I just think it's like very clearly just like a skeleton hand glued to a block of wood. I don't hate the like functionality of it holding a picture. Like, I think that's cute, but I don't know that I personally, for me and my family, would call it high end. That's because you saw it be made. True, but let's say where do you go to get high end decor? Where do you go to buy high end decor? Like, would you pay a lot of money for this? A gay celebrity would have these in their home on an architectural digest video and you all would gag. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would. I'd fucks with that. Listen, I love conflict. I love controversy. And so I love that it's split. 35 people voted no, but 23 voted yes.
Or possibly some jewelry. Lots of very cute options. I saw these trays and I loved them. Unfortunately, there was only one that was in black, and my friend that was shopping with me wanted it. So I told her not to worry. I would take it. I would spray paint it black. Do you not love the way I placed the sunglasses, by the way? Great.
I do, but this is... Diva, you spray painting something does not make it a DIY. We're not... First of all, we're not even voting on this. This doesn't even count as a DIY for me. This shit's pissing me off.
For coffee table, great for accessories. So many fun ways.
Okay, we'll vote. The voting is really slowing us down today. The voting is really... I guess I could start taking some shortcuts. But he did do it himself. Okay, valid point. I guess my point is, did we really need it to be included on a video? Not the Coach wallet flex on the spray painted skeleton plate.
You can use this, and it looks really kind of fun and just kind of chic.
Okay, I'm gonna fight you on the word chic. I will fight you on the word chic. So chic. We got 44 votes on no.
Telling you more and more easy DIYs. These spider bowls, I've been looking for them forever. This 2-pack of bowls that you can get in the kitchen section at Dollar Tree. I'm telling you, so cute. Take them outside, spray paint them all black, fill them with Halloween candy, fill them with knickknacks. The great thing about it is you can easily change this out and put...
Didn't they already have a... Aren't they already a bowl? Isn't it already a bowl? What? Why are we putting a bowl in a bowl? Why are we putting a bowl in a bowl? Why? Okay, we're gonna copy paste. Okay, that's not making any sense to me. I'd been looking for a receptacle for my miniature heads and eyeballs. Well, I do think it'd be fun to put, like, Halloween candy or something in it. That does seem like a fun idea to me. Poe, what are you doing? Stop that. Stop that. It's not for me and my family. Keep going.
With knickknacks, the great thing about it is you can easily change this out and put whatever you want in here. Candles, like more candy, food, snacks, all kinds of very, very cute options. Now this next DIY, we're going to take this and gather together mat, and we are going to actually flip it over on the other side.
He said I bought this mat because it says something, but we're not even. Oh yeah, he didn't even glue the bowl inside of the bowl. He just set the bowl inside of the bowl.
Because I wanted to use this lighter side. I thought it would be easier to paint. Now, the first thing that we're going to do with this is we are going to paint this in orange color because we want our pumpkin to pop through and we want the orange of the pumpkin to show through on a black background. So my stem is just a wee bit too long, and I am going to kind of cut this down. I just
cut or uncut. Cut or uncut.
Took a straight edge, cutting mat, and then my box cutter opener thing, and we are just going to use that and just kind of go right across the top. It ends up becoming the perfect size. So lots and lots of orange spray paint. Went outside, totally covered this with my orange spray paint. I think I did 3 coats, and then I'm going to bring my pumpkin into play. And for the...
Oh, you're into pumpkin play? Are you into pumpkin play? Okay, I see you, Diva.
Pumpkin, we're going to center that up. We're going to make sure that he has a good, kind of a good stable system there. And then I started spray painting around, and when it was done, I have the cutest custom floor mat or doormat that I have probably ever had.
All right, well, let me get let me get this poll going. Let me get this poll going. Let me know what you think. Not centered. Well, it's just not centered in the mat that's underneath of it. He's got the mat on top of a doormat that seems to be on top of a rug on his porch. So there's a lot going on. Who said yes? Who said yes? Who said yes? Admit it. I bought a nice fall doormat for like $10 from TJ Maxx. Okay, alright, Rich. Okay, Megan. Okay, Rich. Does he have a husband? I don't know. I can't remember if he's mentioned like a partner in any manner. Isn't the paint gonna come off with your shoes with abrasion? I would be concerned, especially the black paint of it all, and it just being spray paint. But girl, what do I know? Girl, what do I know?
Now for this next DIY, I had this Dollar Tree kind of haunted house shape. I also had this great wreath that I picked up at a yard sale, and I wanted to kind of change the color on them a little bit. And I took them outside, and we are going to spray paint them black. Now the other thing that
I fucking loves the spray paint.
I did do was add just a little bit of highlighting in there so you can kind of see in the center there. I did spray paint with some antique bronze just to give it a little bit of pop and a little bit of color. Now, I lost the footage, unfortunately, here where I added kind of the Dollar Tree florals and some of the garlands and things. But when it's...
Jamie, you have one job here, sir. Oh, okay, I can see him cooking here finally. You think this is him cooking? This feels like glitter and lasers kinds of crafts. She's been doing a lot of crafting of her own clothes. All right, let me get this poll ready.
It's all done. This
I don't
is
like
super,
it.
Super cute, and I love the way that this
like
looked.
it.
I'm so sorry I lost that footage, but I had
You better
to share
be.
this with you because I loved the way it turned out.
I just think it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just sometimes I'm a little bit of a, well, am I a little bit of a minimalist? I don't know. It just feels like it's doing too much for me. Did he say how much he spent on this? Well, the wreath he said came from a garage sale, and the other stuff came from Dollar Tree. But Diva, I don't know. Love the piss colored door. Oh my god. Not. Why you gotta bring the piss colored door into it? What did she do to you?
Creepy little light that we can make with some Dollar Tree finds is going to be this little lantern here. I'm going to take these.
By the way, no is still winning every time. I just haven't been updating every time for the YouTubies who probably can't see the poll. It's no has won every single time.
They're not really skeleton hands. I'm going to call them zombie hands. And we're going to create just kind of a...
What do you mean they're not really skeleton hands? It's the bag. Oh, I can't tell what it says. I think the bag says palm bones.
Spooky looking lantern. Now, I did use just a little bit of chalk paint here in this bright red. We're gonna call it blood red, and we're gonna take the fingers of those little hand pieces and dip the fingers in there, and then we're going to kind of make it look like, you know, there's some blood and they're trying to crawl up and maybe grab the lantern out of your hand here, and we're gonna take these hand pieces and we're just going to glue them onto this side and kind of match them up with those fingerprints that we're creating. Now, I'm going to do this all around the lantern here, and some of them you can even take and you can cut them down, and obviously be careful with that. And then once again, just kind of painting those tips, and then adding some black ink chalk paint to the hands, and just kind of aging them a little bit more. And you've got kind of a creepy looking little lantern here. I think
that's... Not only is that, okay, just to be clear, not only is that not high end, it's dumb. It just looks stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be too harsh. Am I coming across as too harsh? It's not for me. It's not giving creepy. I don't think it's giving what he thinks it's giving is the problem. If anyone votes yes, I need reasons. So far, it's 0 yes. 24 no.
This is so cute for Halloween. Now this
3 people just voted yes after I said that. Who did it? Maya demands answers in the chat. Wauma voted yes. Wauma did it.
Next one is...
There's 6. There's 7 now.
Kind of a creepy DIY as well. We're going to use some of that leftover chalk paint that I had, that leftover blood, if you will. And we're going to take these clear chopping mats. Now, I need a inspiration, so I'm going to use my hand. We're going to take this chalk paint, and yes, I am painting my hand because I am covering my hand in blood.
Wait, have we talked about his hot glue gun tattoo? I am kind of obsessed with that. That hot glue gun tattoo. That is kind of cool. That's kind of bad. That's kind of badass.
Blood. And we are using a combination of that brush that had the black ink chalk paint on it, as well as this red, which is why you kind of see some of the black in there and some of the darker pieces. And you're going to want to go ahead and coat a pretty thick amount. Now we're going to just take our handprint, and we're going to take our hand rather, and we're going to create a handprint on that chopping mat. What
in the Wilson fucking tribute act is this? What in the Wilson from Castaway tribute act is going on here?
Wash my...
Wait, did y'all just hear my stomach? Wait, did you just hear my stomach? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. This is what my... I'm not finishing that sentence, Carly. But thank you for sharing. Millie Bo Billy, thanks for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it.
Hands, and then I did it with my other hand, as you can see here, and it creates 2 little blood splattered handprints on those clear chopping mats. And then after it dries, you're going to cut those out, and you are going to have a very creepy DIY that I will show you a little bit. Bats. I found
Will there be bats?
more of the wood bats. If you saw my last haul, you know that I wanted to find some of these locally. I grabbed these.
Piss and farts and cum are fine. Well, who brought up cum? Are fine, but period blood is where you all draw the line. Grow up. You know what? Fair enough, Diva. Listen, I just didn't want to read it out loud, but I hear you. You are heard, and But I also want to say the context is not just period blood, but the context was you wiping yourself and getting it on your hands. I mean, I guess we could also talk about, like, wiping yourself and getting shit on your hands, but I don't know that we've ever done that. I don't know that we've ever done that. I guess we've talked about somebody using washcloths on the corner of a sink to wipe themselves. And if I said I got shit and cum on my hands, y'all would be tweaking. This chat is just dark-sided altogether. Let's get back to the bats.
When I was in Denver, and I was able to find 4 more. So I took them outside. Very, very simple. Spray painted them with some black.
What happened to the bloody hands? Not to bring back the hand conversation, but what are we doing with those?
At Rust-Oleum spray paint. Look at my fireplace. I'm sorry, just snorted too. I don't know if you heard that. I love the way. Look at my fireplace. I'm sorry, just snorted.
Where did you snort?
Very, very simple. Spray painted them with some black matte Rust-Oleum spray paint. Look at my...
Oh, I heard it. Wait, did you hear it? Did you hear it right there?
With some black matte Rust-Oleum spray paint. Look at my fireplace. I'm sorry, just snorted too. I don't know if you heard that. I love the way this turned out. Those bloody handprints look so cool.
Who bent Ghostface over the mantle? Willow Davis. Crazy. Y'all are saying wild stuff today. All right, is this high-end? I fear I know what the answer is. Look at it. I bet we're going to see those ghosts, too. Those ghosts that are in his fireplace, I bet that's the next DIY we see. Everyone get in the comments about how it's sexist not to think period blood is funny. No, I'm sure there will be, Carly. I'm sure there will be people. Remember that one time that I talked about Kira? Like, Kira was doing a whole separate haul just to show her like feminine hygiene products, and I was like, I don't understand why this is a whole separate haul, like when it was supposed to just be like an Aldi haul or something, and then she tacked that on. There was discourse about Zach being a woman hater and hating people with periods, and I was just like, Divas, I was just questioning why she included that. Proof? Well, actually, the proof might not be there entirely anymore, because that came up while I was doing my Rosie Reddit research, so it's possible that all got deleted.
On the fireplace, and I love the way the bats are coming up out of the fireplace.
The bats are coming? Okay, I guess I did bring up cum.
I've noticed my little ghost friends that were in the fireplace there. These are from Dollar Tree. I just simply bought 5 of them, and I added them inside of my fireplace. And when it's all said and done, you've got the...
Okay, I'm not counting that as a DIY, because he just bought them and put them inside his fireplace.
Cutest little fireplace. My next spooky DIY, we're going to take one of these plastic hands from Dollar Tree. You're also going to grab a glass bowl or a
I'm too high for this. I keep thinking I'm watching the YouTube re-upload and keep trying to rewind. Ooh, keep trying, Diva. Keep going for it.
Plastic bowl. I grabbed mine at Dollar Tree, and then also a glass candlestick. First thing we did was take the hand and put it palm side down. The reason why we're doing that is because we're going to be cutting a hole in the top of the hand for our candlestick, and you want to make sure that that hand is kind of scooping up, if that makes sense.
No.
So go ahead and take your candlestick and just trace around it. I'm using a Sharpie. That way I have a nice thick line that I can trace around.
What do you know
with my
about
cutter.
a nice thick line?
And you're simply just going to cut a hole in the hand itself. Now I'm using my tool.
Yeah, what is up with this hand? That is not a human hand. That's not what human hands look like.
Tool from Slice. I love this tool. It's a handy tool. It's made with a ceramic blade, so it's actually pretty safe to use because, as you can see here in a few minutes, it's not going to cut me. It has a sharp blade.
Okay, but don't do
definitely
that.
cuts through multiple surfaces. But as you can see, it didn't cut my hand. So no spooky Halloween injuries here. And then you can see that the glass candlestick fits perfectly inside that
Did
hand.
it?
But I'm not going to glue it now. Actually, I'm going to take both of these pieces outside and we're going to spray paint them black.
I wouldn't say perfectly.
Part, I was a bonehead again and didn't film. So,
Jamie! You have one job here. You got one job. One.
Magic of television. Now they're black. The hand itself, I did tape down those fingers with a little bit of electrical tape just to kind of get the flexibility in those fingers that I was going to need. Now,
Yeah. What do you know about needing flexibility in those fingers, Jamie? Okay, Fingerlin. Okay, Fingerlin.
Here I am going to go ahead and add a generous amount of hot glue, and I'm also going to add a generous amount of E6000, and we're just going to glue that hand directly on
It's
top
giving
of that candlestick,
Italian.
kind of like you see me
It's
doing
giving
here.
Mamma Mia, spaghetti, lasagna. Mamma Mia.
Now, again, I used a little bit of my E6000 quick
can't
hold
say
and then
that.
also some hot
I
glue
can't.
just to make sure that this hand would stay sitting on top of that candlestick.
Italians in the comments, how does that make you feel?
So I let my hand sit for
Oh, it
about
didn't even-
3 hours, and now it's strong enough.
That didn't even do anything. That didn't even, it's not even, it didn't even stay flexed.
Me to work with. The bowl is dried as well, so now everything is a nice consistent black color. I used the flat black
Gabagool,
paint from
if you will.
Rust-Oleum. Now I'm just going to be
Exactly.
taking some E6000 and putting it in the palm of that skeleton hand, and you'll see that I'm kind of doing it on the outside. I'm kind of making like an outside ring of this E6000 quick hold, and then in the center I'm going to add some hot glue. Typically when you put hot glue and mix it with the E6000, it causes the E6000 to break down some, so this will actually help hold that hand in place a little quicker, or that bowl rather, in place a little quicker, and then also give it a sufficient amount of time to dry. I also let this sit for about 3 hours before I started the next phase of the project. Now, you could literally leave it like this if you really wanted to, and it
I
certainly
don't.
would be
I
very
don't
cute,
want
but
to.
I want that hand to look like it's holding the bowl. So now I'm going to take some E6000 quick hold again and just place it on each one of the fingers. As much as I do love this glue, I do think this would have probably worked better and faster if I did use some super glue. So that's a tip for you if you want to try and recreate this. Now, you may remember that I bent those fingers forward
Yeah, did that
with
help?
some electrical tape before, and the reason why I did that is because
That-
I want there to be a lot of flexibility in
That
these
looks so
fingers as
bad.
I'm bending them over.
That looks so bad.
Just make sure that your glue has good contact with the hand.
That looks so bad. You can literally see it like bent in half. Like you can tell that it's not supposed to be bent like that.
the finger itself, and then also against the bowl. And then I'm just going to go around and add my glue onto each one of the fingers, and then glue, or tape rather, the fingers up against the bowl so everything holds nice and strong. You want to make sure that this part stays glued on for sure.
I will say, like, there's some level of creativity that comes with, like, why would you even think to do this? Like, that part of me does, like, want to get inside his mind a little bit and pick his brain a little bit. But then it's like, also, maybe you shouldn't. maybe you shouldn't do this. Like, maybe we shouldn't, like, maybe we never stopped long enough to ask if we should. We only focused on if we could, you know? One of those situation types of deals.
And again, I let this dry for probably about 3 hours, leaving that masking tape on there. And after everything is dry, this is what the hand looks like holding the bowl. I'm obsessed. I love it.
Why are you painting shit on there? This skeleton hand took a poop and wiped their butt and got some on it, I guess.
But I do want to age it just a little bit. So I'm adding my favorite thing, the antiquing wax, onto the hand itself. I left it there for a few seconds and then just kind of slowly wiped everything off. I did this nice and slow because I didn't want the glue to come undone from the hand, but also I'm just making sure that I don't really remove all of it because I do like the way that...
So that joke's fine, exactly.
looks. I think it makes it look like that hand is a dirty old skeleton hand holding that bowl up, which is going to be very, very cool, as you can see here when it is sitting by the front door, filled with candy, just awaiting trick-or-treaters.
That hand is going to melt from that candle, just to be clear.
How cool and creepy.
It's cute for, like, a party, but it's not high-end. I would agree. It's just not high-end. I just want him to stop using that word.
Creepy is this. And for my last creepy project, I'm going to be making a lantern. I'm taking
our last creepy one. There's still 6 minutes of this video left. What do you mean?
These wood plaques that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I love these, and they're good and solid. And then when I was at Dollar General, I
really love the concept of buying something from the Dollar Tree that already has, like, a pre-made message on it that says something, and then just, like, completely ignoring that and painting over it. Like, I really love that. I do. I voted yes because I'm high and want it to end. Yes.
2 packages of these dowel rods. First, I took my mouse sander by Ryobi outside, and I did sand down these plaques. I didn't bring my tripod out here, so it's kind of hard for me to sand and
why didn't you?
Show you how this works. But trust me, that sucker is good. This is what the plaques will look like after they're all sanded.
It looks like
I'm going to go ahead and remove that hanging hardware off of the backs of those because you're not going to really need them. And then don't worry, I do remove that sticker or that label in the middle. So now I'm just taking my dowel rods and I'm just gluing them in the corners of one of those wood plaques, kind of like you see here. I'm just adding a generous amount of hot glue in that corner and then just kind of twisting that dowel rod just so I get...
Who's up twisting their dowel rods tonight?
Good glue coverage on all sides of it, I guess. And then once I did that and had all 4 of those in place, I let it sit for about an hour, I would say, so that glue was good and solid. And then I added more glue on the tops of the sticks. At least that's where I started to do it this way. And then I realized that I was being a bonehead and I could just flip this over upside down. So yes, here I am putting some glue on the end of the sticks, thinking that that would be a good idea. And then I realized, oh yeah, I can just flip it over and do it like this. So I gave it the old flipperoo and then just added some glue in the corners and reinforced those sticks that were now on the bottom of the lantern.
It's a lantern? Interesting. I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna let him cook.
And just, again, waited for them to dry. And once my glue dried, I took my
Jesus.
lantern outside and gave it a good coat of
Wait.
black paint.
No, did you see the top of that?
And once my glue dried, I took my lantern outside.
It's like you could still see the writing. You could still see what it said before he's like, did he not cover it enough?
And gave it a good coat of black paint. Then I wanted to build some sides on my lantern to kind of make it look like it was a graveyard. So I had this leftover fencing from a summer project, and I basically cut down one centerpiece kind of like so to use as my template. And now I'm going to take my little pink snipper shear things that I grabbed at Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square section, and I'm just going to create 4 of these arches and just cut right through this. It's very cheap plastic. It goes through this very, very easily and takes really minimal effort. So now that I have 4 of the
Sorry, I'm just trying to take it in.
those center pieces, I'm just going to start gluing them on the outside of our lantern, kind of like so. I'm literally just kind of fitting them in between, and the tension from the wood is holding them in there with some glue. Now, for this plastic hand, I wanted to create a hand to make it look like it was coming up out of the ground. And I took this hand and I also cut the end of it off, kind of like so. And the reason
what is his obsession with hands? What's his obsession with these hands? Can't keep my hands to myself. I guess I could, but why would I want to?
why I'm doing that is because I'm going to be sticking these little glue sticks, or these glow sticks, rather. That would be funny if it was glue sticks.
Those aren't going to stay
I'm going to
bright.
take these glow sticks and actually stick them inside of
Those don't
each
stay
one of
bright
the
forever.
fingers of my hand. And that, well, not my hand, but this plastic hand.
Girl,
and
those are-
the reason why I'm doing that is because, as you can see, it lights up the entire hand.
Right, but they don't stay lit. Where is the bright M in 48 hours?
All the way up through the fingertips, which I think looks super cool and very, very creepy. Now, if you're making your lantern perhaps for Halloween night or even the month of October, that's still like a month away, you could very easily just reserve your glow sticks and not do this step, but for the magic of TV, I wanted to show you guys. But look how amazing it looks. And then I'm just taking some hot glue, and I did glue my hand down for the purpose of the video, but again, it's hot glue, so it will come out pretty easily. Now, for around the hand, I am going to take some...
Wait, the lantern is for this hand? He could have used glow-in-the-dark paint. He could have put an actual light in there. I don't understand.
The Spanish moss that I had, and I'm just going to kind of fill in around the base of the hand just to kind of give it that creepy look, like this is, again, kind of coming up out of the ground. And then I do go through and I just add some Dollar Tree florals. My Dollar Tree didn't have a whole lot of florals just yet for Halloween, so I kind of settled for the purple and the black variety. But again, it worked out fine. I don't despise those colors at all. In fact, I think they're kind of cool looking. And I am just literally going to start placing them kind of all around in the cemetery part of it. Now, what I think is super cool is that...
Colin, you keep using the word cemetery. And ain't none of this giving cemetery. I don't understand. The hand is in the lantern instead of holding the lantern. Yeah. Yeah.
They do come with these little spiders and little bats and little pieces, which I think are really, really amazing and a lot of fun. Once everything was done, then I also took to the top of my lantern and just added some extra floral treatments on top just to kind of continue that beautiful purple, creepy black color that you see there on the top. And this is what it looks like when everything is complete. I love the way this looks. I especially love the way that hand looks.
No.
And this is what it looks like with the lights dimmed. Again, super creepy. And I love the way those glow sticks just highlight each one of those fingers.
That's no.
Again, you can make this as creepy or
no.
as tame as you like. I think this is a good
not
middle
creepy
ground.
at all. Divas. What? Divas, was I not recording? Did I not click the record button? No, it's fine. I can always download the oh, I was, and it just didn't save. Oh, cool. Well, I wonder why that is. We'll have to figure that out. Fascinating. Okay, great. I think I probably need to just clear out some stuff in my computer. Anyways, whatever. Sorry. I will deal with that tomorrow. Oh gosh, well, bye YouTubies! Subscribe!